final side of it first, with our first match being Punk versus DXP.
Punk versus DXP is going to be a tough one. I know these guys have played once, and DXP did get the better of him. They've played on Parsec as well, but I mean, the Parsec sets were a little back and forth here. I mean, obviously, DXP playing on Parsec, playing on like a pretty high MS, so his connections, but you know, it is what it is when it comes to that. We do our best to get our matchup experience, but I know that these two have played offline one time. I believe it was in DXP's favor, and as we said, Punk is a multi-team threat. I would love to see the Wolverine again. I think that Punk's best team is definitely Wolverine. It just feels natural to him. He plays such an incredible, oppressive footsie style in every single game. And Wolverine, while it's a little quicker in this game, can absolutely work that kind of style.
Oh, 100%. We've seen it time and time again. Even in that last match.
Yes.
You know, we've seen so many ongoing Marvel players for years and years and years still struggle with that Morgan matchup. But we saw Punk squeeze his way in there over and over and over again, and that really just comes with knowing your spacing and knowing, you know, what your character is capable of, and that comes with being comfortable with that character. So I agree. I think, you know, he looks the most comfortable with Wolverine. It looks like we are going to see him pick that team again. You know, we got to get the fist bumps in before we get started.
Of course, of course. So it's time to rock here. Punk is going to lock in the Wolverine, and we're going to see Punk versus DXP on the loser's side as we continue to press on here. CEO2021, Marvel 3, what could be better?
I know, it's glorious right now, absolutely glorious, but DXP starting off with the Gucci belt just to like nullify any 99-second mix-up that he might face out of Wolverine. Which is a good choice, but he gets picked up almost immediately after avoiding that first 10 seconds.
Yeah, and I mean, that's the most crucial thing against this team that we so affectionately call Team Clockwork, is surviving the first swords is so important.
Yes.
You set the tempo for the entire game. You can put Virgil in the hole on meter, and this all is coming off of Punk playing defensively for the first 10 seconds. Like you said, this entire snowball is just off of those few defensive choices.
And again, it's almost like all those slashes he does is just working out every single time.
Oh no, but it drops and he's able to get the wake up. DXP OTGs with the orbs, goes into the optimal combo.
And now Strider's on the loose. And if there's anything we learned over the past few days, this is not the character you want DXP to get in the rhythm with. The down TAC and then the up TAC. Where are we going? We don't know.
Dude, he loves TACing, especially in X Factor. Like, what was that? There's just no way. DXP bringing out the stuff. He's showing off his final tech here in the loser's top 8.
But
are you
so
still saving
smart
stuff?
too. But so smart because who's better to hit with a, you know, godlike mix-up that you've been holding than Virgil, the character whose incoming game is probably one of the weakest. Perfect time to bust it out. Great awareness from DXP, but now we're back into the second match.
Going for the standing heavy, try to go for the, okay, so you gotta hold on to the sword for a little bit longer this time.
I'm telling you, Proxy, Punk's Wolverine is a problem. He finds his way in every time. Why does he make it look so easy? And Strider's dead?
DXP is still able to get the hit though. See how much he can optimize this. He's gonna look for the TAC here after the round trip. No, he's gonna snap instead and go the same side.
The world's best. No, mix up.
Oh, we love that. Tried to go for the stinger a little too far away. Second stinger, that's a whip punish. Yeah, absolutely a trade. Swords, he gets both. DXP with the bad assist call. You've got to be more careful there. That's just kind of, I hesitate to say, but maybe a little lazy from DXP. You cannot be calling your assists like that. This is top 8.
Yeah, you definitely can, especially not when Punk has been showing time and time again that he's finding his way in to not only punish you, but punish your assists constantly. We saw it right at the start of that match, and then we saw it again at the end. Like, Punk is looking for it. Just because we don't see Punk all the time playing Marvel does not mean he's not good at Marvel.
Absolutely.
Like, sometimes I think, you know, and, you know, Marvel players just be like this sometimes, but they think other players coming in to play our game, they're like, oh, you know, Street Fighter player. Nah, you need to be prepared.
I mean, I can say as a representative of TNS, he plays in our tournaments all the time.
Yep.
This guy's on the grind. He's, at minimum, this guy enters a tournament a week for this game. He's been grinding the entire pandemic, grinding harder than a lot of people grind their main game. So if you got a side eye of Punk, let me tell you,
yeah,
this guy,
you're wrong.
He eats, sleeps, and breathes the game, dude, whether it's Marvel, whether it's Street Fighter, and he's showing up there. The cleanest infinites we've seen in top 8 from Punk.
Absolutely. And even yesterday, too. So consistent. So consistent.
Okay, DXP looking for the flight there. One thing that SoCal told me is SoCal is so sure they have the best Doom, so I need DXP to show off here.
We'll see about that.
Okay, trying to look for the foot dive again. There's a great trade, Strider. Okay, Strider not going to be a factor. That was so dangerous.
Yeah, DXP at this point looks like he just wants to slow it down. Punk is playing at a pace right now that he cannot contest with, so he needs to run away, let Punk try to advance in on him right there, just like that, so that he can get some sort of punish. Instead of trying to create his own opening, he needs to let Punk give him the opening right there.
Punk is incredible at creating and controlling scrambles, so this is what you need. Mix-ups that just hold in the fast movement. You've got to keep it at your pace. Punk cannot be the one setting the pace of the matchup. It will never go your way.
Exactly. All right, spinning it all right now. He really wanted to get Doom out of there, but Doom lives on a pixel, and then Punk gets the confirm on Strider. That is absolutely going to be an X Factor.
And he's just going to spend the meter. Doesn't even want to go DT. He's going to suspend it all, and it's so worth it. The long combo to kill most of the X Factor time here. Tags back in Virgil. Oh, DXP's in so much trouble here.
Yeah, Punk with the extremely smart plays, and yet again, finding his way right underneath DXP. Every time DXP goes into the air, Punk is there, ready, right underneath him to punish, to mix him up with something. And I don't think DXP is ready for that, because every time when he's coming down, he's getting hit by something.
Oh, that and DXP's rocks have not really been a factor either. Goes for the standing heavy instead of the high time, potentially an execution error there. Missed a big happy birthday, and the dive kick is able to answer the swords. He threads the needle.
That is huge for Punk right there. Not only saves his assist a little bit, but misses the loop, but it's okay.
Off his tag, oh no, it goes disastrously.
How unfortunate for DXP. I don't think Punk's gonna miss the loop this time, not with that handout that freaking DXP just gave him with Dr. Doom.
Oh, but the two best X Factor characters on this team are left. Virgil's gonna go down, one mix-up away for Punk here.
We've seen DXP make these Strider comebacks before. He's definitely not out of it. But the defense on Punk's end is some of the best we've seen all weekend.
He blocks everything, but no, the last hit, but that's enough. It's absolutely enough. Strider's problem is he has trouble killing an entire team. He usually can only kill two. The X Factor time here is going to be very low. Punk has an X Factor to see the mix-up here.
He needs to be... Oh, he might get hit by... Yes, he did! But he has another meter in the bag. Contests the rapid flash with the formation view. Oh my gosh, he did catch him though. He did.
Oh, the back hitbox of the turn. No, he drops it.
No.
He wakes up with the super. The level 3 hits. DXP, he's still in it. He has one mix-up to go here.
One mix-up. What's it gonna be?
He lets him up. He lets him stand up here.
I know.
No, and the judgment cut comes through. Punk. 3-1. It's so crucial, but he's able to get it done. Oh my God.
My goodness, I cannot believe what we just saw right now. This is too much. This is too much. I'm actually very shocked that we saw DXP go for a keep away zoning attempt there at the very end, especially when you have Virgil in that double trigger. You know Judgment Cut is going to be massive. It's going to take up so much of the screen, and it does so much chip too. Yes. I think people forget. Judgment Cut does so much chip.
Yeah, it really does.
So, man. Interesting choice. I thought we were going to see maybe a teleport in after he threw, you know, the doggo.
The hard part about it, though, is if you go for the teleport, you're essentially testing the reaction time, and that mix-up, by the way.
Oh, snap. We got replays in here?
I watched an incredible amount of Marvel. I don't know that I've seen that one before, dude. That was pretty ridiculous here. And Punk, as we said, did a great job on defense so many times, was able to close it out. And I think that was the standout there, is Punk's blocking got him this set in so many places, whether it was Strider, whether it was Virgil. The amount of times DXP's first swords was impactful exactly one time, and that was the game he won. Punk's defense held up in every other scenario.
Yeah, exactly.